Welcome everyone to episode 434 of the Daily Mother Swoles, the most muscular podcast, Swolecast, broadcast, beardcast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. Dum, 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 dum.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
The heartbeat of gains is back in front of the Schwat board. Welcome to 434. It comes after 433, and today we're getting yoked like it ain't no joke. And Papa Swolio is going to make sure that we all get swole and we all get yoked from our head to our feet, because today on 434 we're going balls deep. We're going to the taint today, and it's a rage day, a little bit of a rage day. The hair is down. So turn those frowns upside down. Let's get the party started. Welcome to 434. Thanks for watching me on Facebook Live every day at 12 noon Eastern Time. Thanks for checking them out on YouTube. A lot of you are commenting over on YouTube. Appreciate it mucho. And those of you that are on the podcast, the SoundCloud and iTunes, totally fucking cool. And of course, definitely, if you're not already, follow me over on Instagram stories, and also Snapchat. I'm everywhere. Papa Swolio is everywhere. So if you have a social media platform that you prefer to use and a phone, type in Swolenormous and you shall find the sick fucking game. So first off, just a little recap. Thank you everyone for joining me yesterday on the premium workshop, the program design. That's going to turn into something even a little bit deeper for next week's premium workshop. It was fucking awesome. I hope you enjoyed it. Tons of interaction, great questions, and broke down programs and sample programs for beginner, intermediate, and expert people. So a lot of people got some real tangible application for programming for what they were trying to do in terms of tweaking existing programs, training splits, and exercise selection. Next week I want to get more into rep schemes and things like that for the workshop. But anyway, neither here nor there. Today is Rage. Let's talk about the biggest asset that you have. It's Friday, and a lot of people are flexing. A lot of people are getting ready to be lazy fucks. So here is the juicy kicker for those of you that are going to be lazy fucks. I do not want people to miss this, because just gearing up, just getting the tip wet. So now's the time. Now's the time to like and share the broadcast. And I don't think you can tag someone live. You can tag someone after, but make sure you like and share, because now it's time to go. Oh. Feeling good. Haven't even had coffee yet, but I'm going to have coffee. I'm having a green drink right now. A green drink. What the fuck are we talking about? Ah, yes. Your greatest asset. So we've been discussing programming this week, discussing starting halfway and not having the proper foundation. And I talked a lot about time, and time being part of what gains people muscle, and what will gain you muscle and build you muscle and lose you fat. I've mentioned it on many occasions. It doesn't matter how good the program is. It doesn't matter how good your nutrition is if you don't do it all the time. If you do it once in a while, it's going to be a shitty fucking program. It's going to be a shitty turnout because you're not doing it consistently. So consistency is everything. Consistency is everything, but consistency also takes time. Consistency takes time. You can't have consistency on one day, right? Float some hearts if you're alive, if you agree with these words that are coming out of my face hole. Consistency takes time. You cannot have consistency without having time attached to it. So if I started doing the Daily Swole, and I did it for a week, I don't think anyone would say that I'm very consistent. I don't think anyone or any of you would be like, oh, that's so awesome, you're so consistent with your daily show, because I did it for a fucking week. You might start saying that after I did it for a month, and you're certainly doing that when now that it's 434 plus days in a row. That is a component of consistency, and that's a component of results, is the actual time factor. So if you don't allow time into the equation, you cannot have consistency. And many of you are not allowing time into your equation. So let's put that up in big bitch ass letters. Time. Time is a wonderful asset. It's also something that you can never get back, and it's something that is here and exists in limited quantity. So you have a limited amount of time to get results and to be on earth, and I have a limited amount of time. So we all have a limited amount of time. Time is priceless. Time is also what we call subjective, right? Time is subjective. So last week I was out of town. You probably follow me on Instagram, and you saw all my posts, and you noticed that the Daily Swole, a different background. I was out of town, and I was enjoying my time. I was working my butt off, but I was enjoying myself, and it felt like it went pretty quick. You might have had a long week. You might have had a long week. It might have felt like it dragged on. It might have felt like it took forever. Because time is subjective. The way you experience time is going to be different than the way I experience time. Whether days go by fast, whether the year goes by fast, that's all relative to my mind, to my perception. So if time is subjective and time is priceless and time is a component of consistency, then you have to work on how you view time. You have to work on how you interpret this right here. Do you interpret it as never having enough time? Do you interpret it as something that you have a goal for takes too much time? That's an opinion. That's also subjective. But you have to use this subjectivity. You have to use your ability to decide what that time means for you, for your advantage. Because if you don't, you're going to have a real shitty fucking time in life, and just with setting up a program or training for results and having the patience to get to the end point. Because time, whether you like it or not, is going to go. Time is going to go, and you're going to run out of time. But you can use your time wisely. So this is something you cannot buy. This is something you cannot program design for. This is something that you can't earn by getting leaner. This is something that you can't eat healthier for and get more of. I mean, you can, maybe. What I like to say is, what I like to think is that if you ate perfectly and trained perfectly, you would live X amount of years. And if you're not doing that, then you're kind of shaving time off. I'm not saying that you're gonna eat better and you're gonna just magically live longer. I mean, we don't know how everything works yet, especially when it comes to living longer. And that's why you'll still see things. You see those little news blurbs on Snapchat and on Facebook where it's like, wow, this 110-year-old man drinks whiskey every day and smokes cigars all day long. And he's so old. Why? It's because in reality, we all think we know the answer. We think science has everything figured out when they have no fucking idea. No fucking idea half the shit. No fucking clue. No fucking clue. We're talking about no clue. Like absolutely no clue why someone can smoke cigars and this, and absolutely has nothing to do with yoga, bro. Has nothing to do with it. Smoking cigars, drinking whiskey, fucking lives to be like 110. You'd think it would have to do with health. You'd think it'd have to do with fitness. You think it'd have to do with mobility. You think it'd have to do with meditation. Nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. Who the fuck knows why people live so long when they treat their bodies like shit? It's genetics. They don't know that's why it makes the news, because everyone's like, oh my God, that's crazy. But if you step back and look at that concept, you're like, wow, why is that interesting? Why is that wow? Because we're humans and we don't know. And we pretend we know. We're like, wow, that's amazing. And let's get into the next story. Whoa, stop right there. You guys don't know, do you? I'm talking to the scientists, like, you fucking guys have no idea, do you? You sons of bitches. You're trying to pretend and sell me shit because you think you know the fucking answer, and it turns out you have no fucking idea what's going on. No idea. No idea. And of course, stress and things like that can, negatively affect. But my point is this. Time is what you need. Time is what you need to use, and time is what you need to embrace, but you have to use time. So the fact that, and this is why people rush. This is why you rush. This is why when you train, this is why you want it now. This is why you want it now, because time goes, you know it's gonna go. It's gonna go until you're dead. Time is gonna go until you're dead. And you know that's gonna happen, and you know you're getting older, and you know you're not gonna be able to be as in good shape. You're not gonna have to be able to build as much muscle, and you know this. So you want time to be less. You want to save time. You want to save time. When you cannot save time, it's impossible to save time. So what you're trying to do is find a shortcut. You know, you're trying to go around this path. You're trying to do weight loss, you know. You're trying to do, I'm just gonna put here, and I'm gonna talk about it. You're trying to do a quick fix. You're trying to go around time by doing a quick fix. You're trying to do a crash diet. You're trying to do a 8-week shred program, get abs in 8 weeks, and then you're trying to fucking go around the facts that you have to use this. You have to go this timeline. And the reason why it takes so long, and I said this yesterday, the reason why it takes so long to build muscle is because half the time you're trying shit and being like, fuck, well, that doesn't work. Let me try this. Well, fuck, that doesn't work. Let me try something else. You're hitting a wall half the time trying to figure it out. It takes 10, 15, 20 years. And if you're seeing 19-year-olds on Instagram, 21-year-olds on Instagram, fucking huge and ripped, it's because they're taking shit in their ass cheek. They're juicing. It's so prevalent, and most of you have no idea. If it smacked you in the face with a steroid dick, you wouldn't even know. Okay? So enough of this illusion and covering your eyes with a veil that's not happening. So you're pummeled, pushed in your face, all these people that are just blatantly taking anabolic steroids, not mentioning it, knowing that because they don't look absolutely disgustingly huge that people won't think that they're on it, but they're taking things. A lot of you don't know that you can take steroids that make you much stronger, make you harder, but they don't make you much bigger. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there. Wow, he's so lean and skinny, he's shredded, he's so aesthetic, but he's squatting 500 pounds. Wow, 400 pounds, wow, for 10 reps. Oh yeah, there's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. It's not magic. It's called needle in the butt. That's what it's called. Okay? And there are a lot of people that work hard out there too. I'm not saying that those people don't work hard, but I'm saying is people are always trying to do a quick fix. That's why people are experimenting with steroids. That's why people are taking things that can risk their health, because they want to go around this. They want to get to the end point and beyond quicker. But there is no quick fix, because here you have a rocky road of high risk. And as much as people say that there's no risk, there's a lot of risk. There's a lot of risk with shortcuts. There's a lot of pitfalls. There's a lot of side effects that can happen that you don't know, that no one fucking knows that can happen in 20 or 30 or 40 years, because there's no studies that ever go that far. Because first off, it's still too new, and we can't test on humans because it's unethical. Well, we better start testing the fuck out of shit on humans, in my opinion, because then we will know what happens. We will know what happens with humans if we test with humans. Get some volunteers and fucking test the shit out of them. That's a little rage for me too. It's called progression of a civilization. Get consent and test them. Pay them. Test them. No quick fix. No quick fix. There's absolutely no quick fix for results. There's no quick fix for hard work. There's no shortcut. It's putting in all that work. It's accepting that there's going to be a lot of time that passes. There's going to be a lot of time that passes. And there's going to be a lot of time where you hit that wall. There's going to be a lot of time that you realize that it's not working. And they have to pump the brakes and change paths. And that's what people don't want to see. That's what you don't want to see. You don't want to put in all this hard work. Who does, right? You don't want to put in all this hard work and then realize, well, that fucking sucks. That's not going to work. Now I'm in trouble. Now I got to change things. Oh, 6 months lost. Not really. 6 months learning. 3 months learning. Learning what you have to change. Learning what doesn't work. And that concept of time is everything. That concept of time is everything. Understanding that it's going to take you time no matter what you do is everything. That's your greatest asset, and you have to embrace the fact that it's going to take time. And if you accept the fact that it's going to take time and you enjoy this part, you enjoy this arrow right here, and you enjoy doing it, you enjoy failing, you enjoy trying things, you enjoy experimenting, you enjoy trying a new workout program, you enjoy doing exercise you've never done before, you enjoy doing a different split, you enjoy pushing yourself, you enjoy taking time off, you enjoy implementing a new a new mobility work, you enjoy adding yoga to your program, you enjoy adding all these things and trying things and failing, hitting the wall, taking a step back, tweaking things, getting back into it again, blah, blah, blah. If you enjoy that process, if you enjoy going through it, it's called enjoying your life. If you enjoy it and you accept it for what it is, and that's going to take you that amount of time, it's going to take everyone a different amount of time, and you can't speed things up for everyone. It's going to be, you can't speed up for 5 people, and then, 5 people get great results, and then 10 people don't, and, if you have 100 people that do this quick fix program, right? And 10 people see great results, 90 people don't, those 10 people are going to be running their mouths like, wow, that's a great program. What about the 90 people that didn't see results? What about the 90 people that didn't see any change? It's all about consistency. It's about time doing the activity. It's about time, trial and error. And that's all it is. You have to try things. You can sit there and try to fucking tell me that X program doesn't work, or you've tried everything and you've done every diet and you've done every routine and you've tried running, you've tried swimming, you tried cardio. How much more cardio should I do? I tried doing these ab workouts. I tried building muscle, but I can't build muscle no matter what I do. No, that's not how it works. It's never the case I can't build muscle or I can't shed fat no matter what I do. That's the biggest load of bullshit. If you message that to me, in my head I'm thinking, that's just not true. That's a crock of shit. If you say you can't build muscle, I can't get bigger, I can't lose weight no matter what I do, that's bullshit. You can't build muscle and you can't lose weight because of the things that you have done. You just haven't done the right shit yet. You either haven't been consistent enough, you haven't done the right exercise, you haven't done the right program, you haven't done the right split, you haven't been intense enough, you haven't been serious enough, you haven't done the right things. It's not that it's a lost cause, like everything I've done. First off, you've never done everything. So you're like, I've done everything. Not true. All you have done is figure out all the ways where it doesn't work. Maybe you were too lazy about it. Okay, fine. You have to take it more serious. Maybe you didn't eat well enough. You have to eat a lot better. You didn't eat well enough and you didn't train hard enough, which is often the case. People just don't do anything right or anything, perfectly or anything to the right capacity. So you have to turn everything up a notch. You got to turn it all up. And that's the process. What doesn't work? Tweak it. This works a little bit. Let's tweak it, make it better. Oh, I tweaked it, made it worse. Let me tweak it the other way. Made it better. And you keep on trying things. And then the fun part is, as you get older and as you get more experience, things change from there. Then your body experiences certain things and you have to tweak it more. But it all comes back to time. It all comes back to accepting that's going to take time, embracing that's going to take time, and then putting your head down and working your fucking ass off. Thank you so much for joining me for episode 434 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular podcast in the realm. Swolecast, broadcast, beardcast. I'll see you tomorrow for 4:35, because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. Facebook every day, 12 noon Eastern time, YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes, and I will be going on Instagram like a bear today. Lots of stuff on Instagram stories. Check it out. I'll also be announcing the winners of the caption contest in Instagram stories, giving some video shout outs. So everyone, thank you so much. Last night for joining me for the premium workshop. If you're interested in accessing all the private community content, you can click the link in the description. We did the premium workshop last night. You could access all the prior workshops from the past several weeks, exercise demonstrations, the private community forums, and accountability 24/7. That's the biggest thing. So when you have a lot of time and you're trying to figure shit out and you're struggling, having a community and having people that know what the fuck they're talking about can help steer you and keep you on the right direction so you don't veer off. Because time is what it takes, but losing time is not always necessary. You can streamline things and you can cut off a lot of those dead branches so you don't get slowed down when you're on your journey. There's a lot of things that you can do properly to make it a little more streamlined, especially if you're starting off or if you're hitting some speed bumps. So I would highly recommend check out the trial of my premium group. Link is in the description, or you can just go to premium.swolenormous.com. Peace, my geese. Deuce, my goose. I'll see you tomorrow for 4 certified. Slaters, have a good Flex Friday. Bing! Ooh, feeling good today, baby. Feeling good.